You know, it's funny. I heard Bob just a few minutes ago say how much the earnings had grown at Netflix. The earnings have grown if you spread the cost of the content out over 10 years instead of out of 3 years. Their negative free cash flow is growing very fast, and their burn is growing very fast. So you know, in all the traditional things you learn about common stock selection and analysis, it's giving people what they want, right? Which is growth of numbers before everything that matters.
We do talk a lot about FANG, Mark, but there were some other pockets of strength. Materials, staples had a good day. Healthcare, industrials, even financials were up for a second day in a row. So is that a positive sign?
I think so, Sarah. I think conversely, a couple of the weaker sectors were utilities and real estate investment trusts. So you see kind of an indication here of a rotation that actually has been underway now somewhat subtly for a couple of weeks, in which that defensive trade that kind of took over about a month and a half ago seems to be fading somewhat and allowing the immersion of the cyclical areas to sort of usurp that defensive posturing and perhaps catch a bid. And of course, what's going to happen is going to be further discussion around trade, which has kind of gone to the back burner at the moment, which could undermine this pro-cyclical stance the market seems to be positioning for at the moment. But in the meantime, I think it's a bullish signal.
Yeah. Mike, banks up for 2 days in a row now. Goldman Sachs aside, the KBW Banks Index closed up about 1/3%, obviously a big rally yesterday. How important was it to see that, given Friday's decline after the first couple of banks reported earnings?
Yeah, I mean, the banks were very oversold as a group. They underperformed badly. And if a sector like that does not respond by bouncing pretty well when they're already oversold, you have to think something a little bit more worrisome is going on. So I think that this rally has saved the banks from that conclusion. I do think it also, again, shows the way this market keeps kind of reaching for sectors that have underperformed to bring to the fore to keep itself afloat and kind of keep this grinding rally on track.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.